characters, starting with Eugene Miller, who is kissing a cat.
Oh, look at that cat face.
You're a very pretty cat.
Alright, Alice, I got some
August.
bad news.
Don't tell me I did all
Uh,
of that and we're not even streaming right now.
We are streaming, but there were some audio issues, so, up until that's a cat, nobody heard anything you said. I am so sorry.
And I worked so hard.
You did. Shall we do a take two?
Uh, fine.
Alright. Lights, camera, action, take two.
Good evening, Prometheans. Welcome to Stolen Fires, or for the YouTubers, Stolen Fires singular. I mean, if you're like on YouTube, you probably already found it, so you know it's not the same.
Her
We are
intro
purveyors
was
of fine games.
super energetic.
What?
She's just mad at me now.
I'm laughing because of how energetic the first one that was not coming through was. Listeners.
I'm sorry,
Like
I just
someone
got a
ju-
new AV setup.
I'm
It's like
not
someone
mad at
jumped
you.
on her birthday cake.
That's the worst. Like, I had some friends and they made me like this giant person-sized birthday cake, and then someone popped out of it. Like, I wanted cake, not a naked person.
I mean, were they hot?
Yeah, but it wasn't cake. I couldn't eat them.
I mean, you could.
Lock in.
Person or cake. Anyway, we are Jesus, cereal artisan.
This is an 18 plus channel, it's fine.
We are purveyors of fine games, fine casts, fine communities, fine GMs, and one me. I am Alice I am leading our fine troop of townsfolk through the horror of old gods of Appalachia. We are on session 4, running from secrets, because I have a title today, because I have a plan, and I'm surprised as well. Players, introduce yourselves, your pronouns, and your characters, starting with snuggling with a cat and no longer kissing the cat. But that's okay, because you didn't hear the first take. Eugene Miller.
Oh no, we all heard you in the Zoom. It's just the audio wasn't
Keep going.
being
Just
Yeah,
keep
no,
going.
I'm doing this for the audience. Please don't interrupt. We are a professional channel.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ever and or Ambrose. My pronouns are they or he, depending on. I love that Ben is just like broken. I think that's the hardest I've ever seen him laugh.
Without
Um,
Steve
people-
being here.
Why are you people letting me be in charge?
Because it's fun.
volunteered.
But anyway. You did. So,
Anyway.
this evening I will be playing Eugene Miller, whose pronouns are he, him, and this is my cat, August.
Hi, August.
Such a sweetheart.
Please keep going. No, I'm trying to see if I can get Ever to keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else.
Next is Gregory Buford.
Well, hey there, family. It's me, Ben. He, him, playing Gregory Buford. Berserk school teacher?
I
Berserk?
guess at this point.
Almost feral school teacher. Yeah, we're gonna see how much more we can torture him.
Right. And finally, the person who keeps getting her liver torn out by an eagle and eaten, and had brought us our channel, Agnes.
Hello.
Miss Agnes.
I
Miss
appreciate the Prometheus reference. Yes. I am Rachel. I am Stolen Fires on most places on the internet. Mostly Blue Sky these days. There's also a Discord, if Discord's your thing. And I play Miss Agnes, who has plans to start up a radio ministry that will probably get derailed rapidly over the unfolding events of the next 2 hours.
Okay, but Stolen Fires is a Prometheus reference, right?
It
Like, was that
absolutely
the...
is. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because Prometheus when he stole fire from the gods, it's a metaphor for, like, divine inspiration and creativity.
Oh,
Because once you have fire, you can make stuff.
I just thought it was a metaphor for fire.
And you can make stuff with fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you went really all in on the Promethean bits this time.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna see how many I can squeeze in, to be
Oh
honest.
no, Gregory's liver's in danger.
We have,
All of
like,
our
maybe two
livers
more
are in
sessions,
danger.
right?
It's like I took the curse background, but didn't.
Eh. So it is mid-afternoon, and Greg and Eugene have just slipped out of what only can be described as a murder attempt on Gregory. The community itself is up in arms about one of their own being stabbed, while Miss Agnes continues her research into the darker hearts of Dry Creek Holler. What are the secrets the people of the Holler hold, and can the soul of the town hold out against its own sins?
I remember finding some newspaper articles, but remind me what they were about?
Why? Why are you doing this to me?
You said you had a plan.
Yeah, I forgot what my
First,
plan was
first
last
player
time.
interaction, your plan's been slapped out of your
Look,
mouth.
I had a plan this time because I forgot the plan last time, okay?
No, it was something about Gregory's ancestral home.
Yes. And somebody took notes, right?
Maybe.
I take notes on my own stuff, but not what other people wear.
Darn it. Um,
The only note I have is about Franklin Buford.
oh, right. Franklin Buford. Gregory Buford's grandfather. Who was an upstanding member of the community. Um, go ahead.
Wait, wasn't Franklin my cousin?
Yes. But I mean, I guess he could also be named after your grandfather, because
That's
it's his
fair.
grandpa too.
Yeah, he was named after your grandfather. Anybody that watched the last episode and heard whatever name I gave him, forget it. Um,
We know what we're doing, I promise.
we are professionals. Um, so yeah, the Bufords were upstanding members of the community for a long time. Then sometime after the Steelworks had their own version of the triangle shirt factory.
Triangle shirtwaist.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet. Um was about the time that the owner of the factory disappeared, and members of the Buford family started going downhill. And that is what I remember telling you.
That sounds about right. For
Yeah, I
people that
feel
didn't take notes on it.
yeah, I feel like there might have been one or two more things. Um yes, more people join in. Watch me fall apart. Um But yeah, that is the extent of what you discovered. So there is a dark secret that revolves around the steelworks. The owner had... I wish I could remember the name. I wrote it down somewhere.
Sure, it wasn't Hom Tanks.
No, Hom Tanks is a good young boy. He's just a little slow.
I think you mean Homothy Tanks.
No, it's Humium.
He's also haunted, you said.
Yes, but that's a problem for next season. Um, I have a writing instrument somewhere. There we go. Right.
Should we come back to this?
It's fine. Um, is there any more research you want to do? Or are you going to react to the commotion in town?
Who are you asking?
Miss Agnes.
Let's go find out what the commotion in town's all about.
All right. So, while she comes running down, Gregory and Buford, you two come running out of the hotel.
Gregory and Buford is one person.
I said Gregory and Eugene.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Someone
Good.
clip that.
Nobody clipped that. Lock in.
Fun fact, saying that to Alizai will get them back on task.
You wish.
Listen, I've seen it work.
Saying clip that or lock in?
Lock in.
Okay, good to know.
It's the ADHD. Like, you give me a lock in, and I am just there. So Gregory and Eugene. Y'all come running out of the hotel, and there is a whole heap of people just running up, gawking, trying to figure out what's going on. They do notice that your hand is bleeding. And a couple of them do come up and start fussing over you.
Oh, no, I don't mind you. Just that dreadful Mr. Perkins. Stab Al. Why did I clap?
Oh, so
Ow.
do you need to go see Gammy, or you want me to bring you Eugene?
You mean Eugene?
You're right there.
Yeah. Give me a look at your hand.
Yeah, and I hold out the stabbed hand. I think I got a splinter.
Son, that's a lot worse than a splinter.
I mean, from like where the knife went into the table.
Jeez. Uh, I would like to. Oh, did Gregory lose any hit points
I'm not at maximum.
with that?
He lost some points from his
Okay.
physical, yeah. Or whatever that stat's called.
Okay. Perfect remedy. One intellect point. With the right herbs, words, or ritual, you restore 1d6 points to one stat pool of any creature within immediate range.
That's amazing.
It can be used only once per character until that character uses their 10-hour rest, at which point it can be used again.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Like,
So I will
the
spend.
regular healing rules are.
I do not. I will
Good.
spend. I will spend that point for Gregory Buford, and so do I roll the d6 or does Gregory?
Or does the storyteller?
Which one of you feels
It
more
is a
lucky?
storyteller.
Not me. So
I'll
I
do
would
it.
like to do it.
Oh, you would like to do it?
No, it's
Okay.
all right.
Well, go for it.
A
Okay.
mighty and astounding one.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, well,
I
hey,
did
Ever,
say I wasn't feeling lucky. I didn't know I was that unlucky.
hey, Ever, how about you roll this one?
Okay.
Jesus.
Fives.
You know what? We're just gonna go with that one.
Thank you. That
Yeah,
feels
you're.
better already.
Wow. First roll of the game, and it was a one.
Hmm.
That's. Yeah. Um.
Ask Eric about how well I roll.
So, Eugene gets you patched up and enough to get you out to the doctor's office, where Eugene and the doctor get your hands sewed up a bit. Um, and people have split off from the row in the hotel to ask you what happened.
Me? Or
Both of you, actually.
I don't think Eugene witnessed the stabination. Did he?
They don't know that. He did not, but they don't know that.
went to talk to that Mr.
Yeah, I don't know.
Perkins.
You'll have to ask.
Go
I
ahead.
don't know. You'll have to ask Gregory.
Went to go talk to that new feller in town, Mr. Perkins. He stopped by the schoolhouse earlier to inquire about my cousin's, Franklin, my late cousin's land.
Yeah.
Uh, already, body wasn't in the ground yet. Coming by, I went to talk to him to see what really he wanted here. Stabbed me right in the hand, and then his big brutish assistant there, Mr. Evans, uh, started getting, the one with the rough, callous knuckles, started getting rowdy with the folks downstairs. Right? I believe that he fought some people.
I think so.
Yeah, they were running up the stairs. He was trying to hold them off. Um, Ben, do you remember the file for your character? Or what you named it?
Old God's care sheet teacher.
Right, thank you.
I'm a
I moved my
teacher.
files around, so I'm trying to find it. Alright, hell, do you think they got him?
I mean, they were beating on him pretty hard.
This is about the time that you see 5 men come stumbling in. One of them is the owner of the hotel. Um, and they look worse for wear. There's a couple of broken bones. Um, some eyes swell shut. Um, and they're checking on you.
Are you all right? That arm don't look right.
Well, I don't think it bends that way, but right now, uh,
What?
yeah, I guess that guy's half
Get
gorilla or
on over
something.
here.
This is gonna hurt like hell, ain't it? The
It
doctor shows up
definitely
with
will.
the doctor shows up with a bottle of moonshine, or not bottle, but jar of moonshine, and has him quaff it back. And while Eugene is setting bones, Miss Agnes shows up in town. Um, The streets are empty except for the crowd around the hotel. And a smaller crowd around the doctor's office.
So that looks bad.
Yeah, you can see the town sheriff trying to control the crowd and get them away.
So that looks bad. Is what I say in character to either Gregory or Eugene, whoever's closest.
Oh, you haven't gone up to the doctor's office yet, have you? Or is that what you say whenever you get to the doctor's office?
I will say that when I get to the doctor's office and I'm watching Eugene set someone's bones.
Oh yeah, he and the doctor are on their like third person.
So what happened here?
You look over at Gregory and you see that his hand is stabbed.
Who
He's got
stabbed you?
stitches on both sides.
Shiny newcomer, Mr. Perkins. You know, the one with the big, scary valet.
I think it's pronounced valet.
I don't know. Listen, which was the college degree?
You got a college degree and you're back here?
Yeah. Teaching.
Well, bless your heart. I think I'm gonna drink on that one. Oh right, did you add the 5 to your pool?
I did.
Okay, good. I don't know if you can go over the 12 in your might, but right now we're not going to worry about it.
I'm not going to.
Okay. Yeah, let me update your character sheet for that. There is a commotion and people yelling, "There they go!" And horse thief. And anybody that steps out onto the porch of the doctor's office will see dust in the distance,
Like,
heading toward the steel mill.
What in tarnation?
I don't know, things just got real weird real fast.
The sheriff was right there. How'd they get away?
Well, funny you should say that. The sheriff comes walking in and he's got his arm in a sling.
All right.
So that man's a gorilla. And I tried arresting him. Don't know what they feed them folk up in Carolina, but can I get one of y'all to set this back?
Hey. Where's Rosie?
I think it's gonna be a little while before I can give chase. We're just gonna... I'm just gonna get in touch with the local shiners and see if they can keep an eye on them and go after them in the morning.
Big Dad has received a trinket from Kay.
Oh,
It's
hey!
gonna be my cousin's face or something.
I was gonna suggest you lift the sheriff's pocket watch while you fix his arm.
What?
You heard me, did I stutter?
No.
She wants a pocket watch.
No, I am suggesting that is what Gregory can do to get the trinket.
What am I gonna do with the sheriff's pocket watch?
I don't use it to tell time? Pawn it? I don't know.
Sell it.
We live in the holler. We don't need to know. I already know how to tell time. That was established in the first episode, where
His
people set
mind.
their clocks to the school bell.
Yep. His mind is a clock. Also, hey, my love.
What's up?
No.
So
I
I'm
mean,
going to
I
count
don't-
the trinket. Oh, go ahead.
Pickpocket his lottery ticket. I don't know.
I'm going to
That's
trade.
gambling.
Right. We don't do that around here. Out loud. So I'm going to count the trinket as a cipher. And I'm going to bring that up a lot earlier than I'm going to bring up the malevolence that was bought 3 sessions ago.
Oh no. Oh.
Y'all thought I forgot.
No, it's okay. I rejected
did.
that. I rejected that malevolence and refunded them. Don't worry about
Oh.
He's lying.
it. I am lying.
Oh. Don't do that to me. I am gullible. Anytime there's a fine mustache, I just believe everything. Yeah, like that.
That's discrimination.
No, it's not.
I respect your mustache too.
I didn't say a thing like that. I want the record to state. I know to keep my mouth shut on topics such as that.
Right, so what are you going to do? It is now late afternoon. You can give chase. You can go home and try to get some rest. You can try to gather some more information.
Speaking of information, I would tell Miss Agnes while telling her the story that I was meeting with the guy because he was interested in buying my cousin's land. Like, and how strange it is that he's immediately trying to buy my cousin's land.
Well, is it valuable land? I mean,
It's Dry Creek Gulch Holler. No.
well, it's
Is that not what we're called? Dry
What's-
Creek Holler. Never mind. What the fuck is Dry Creek Gulch?
What?
I-
What?
that
What is
wasn't
the name of our
entirely a you
game?
thing, Ben. So I don't know who you're asking.
Right?
No.
Welcome to our horror game.
Anyway, I'm Agnes. Miss Agnes will say, "Well, that's a little uncouth on the timing, but if you need the money, you need the money. You know, you could always sell and invest in a new radio ministry."
I don't know. My cousin hasn't been dead for 24 hours. Like, it doesn't seem appropriate to talk about.
Oh, that's fair. No, you're right. I apologize. These discussions should happen after the funeral.
Well, who's going to lead this radio ministry? Somebody asks.
Oh, well, I'm sure the very best person for the job will soon make themselves known.
Yeah, as long as it ain't a woman. I heard of a place where they had a woman minister. A woman
Was
minister.
it cool?
Well, it's in the middle of summer, so it's pretty hot. I don't know what the setting was at the time, but I do know that was not a one of them. I put a sentence together somewhere.
I got what you were saying.
Thank you. Anyway, what are you going to do?
Well, we haven't been to bed in we've been up for 24 straight hours, right?
36-ish?
Like, we helped put out a fire. And
That's
then we
true.
stayed up for a full day, right?
Yeah, the entire town is exhausted.
It's sleepy time.
I have to feed that fucking cat.
The pepperoni
Cats
roll
eat
just
like
kind of
200 calories a day. Cry more.
Oh my god, you know he's gonna do to the schoolhouse if I don't feed him?
pepperoni roll just kind of like
He's gonna shit on the Emily Dickinson.
Probably, so go feed him.
Let me see
he
if Emily Dickinson was established. Yes. I made a time period accurate joke.
there you go. Pepperoni roll actually hops up on top of the one of the desks and has a little bird in his mouth.
Oh, good boy. I give him scritches.
He kind of pats your hand away and returns to his bird.
That's fair. I will not disturb his mealtime.
Do I need to feed him then? My cats don't my cats don't kill birds, so I don't know.
Maeve is the killer. She's a
Yeah, but
glorious
like
killer.
she just kills them. She doesn't eat them. She does it for the love of the game.
That's horrible.
No, no, what's horrible is when we caught her like bringing them out of the basement to like upstairs to probably just like torture, play with them to death.
No.
Oh my god.
Just a little jigsaw that one.
Fucking cats. Alright.
Well, I'm just
So-
gonna watch Pepperoni Roll and be like, that is so visceral.
Oh, she squeaks.
She does. She sounds like a squirrel sometimes,
Um,
and a bird other times.
alright. So the hotel is kind of closed right now. The proprietor is very sorry, but he like just cannot have people in a broken building.
I think I left something up in Mr. Perkins' room when I was meeting with him. Mind if I go grab it real fast?
Yeah?
Agnes, come with me.
Oh, alone. Well, I suppose.
Eugene, you want to come too? My hand is kind of itchy.
Yeah, I might as well.
Alright. So people are talking to one of the other members of the staff, trying to figure out like what they can do to help. A couple of them have offered carpentry skills. And on your way upstairs, you overhear someone offering to take one of the other patrons of the hotel in. So Miss Agnes, if you need a place to stay, someone's probably got you. Were you staying at the hotel? You were staying at the hotel.
I don't think it was actually established where she was staying.
You were
But
staying at the hotel.
she did cook herself breakfast that one time. So she probably is like renting a place in town, I think.
Okay, never mind. You
Yeah.
weren't staying at the hotel.
I think you're thinking of Eugene, was looking for a place, but I said he could stay in a place I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's about 4 hours away from his house. Something
He
like
could
that.
stay in a family home that I don't stay in.
Oh, goody ghosts.
No one said ghosts yet.
It
I
didn't
wasn't
die
planning on
in the
that out loud.
home. Maybe. I was like, where did I kill all of them?
So yeah, you make your way upstairs. Are you going to the same room that Mr. Perkins was in?
I think that's the plan. I don't know of any other rooms that those guys have, and I want to go through their things.
All right. Um, so you enter the room and it's furnished like before. Right? Like this isn't a rich place, but stuff is well made. But the doors are broken out, and so's the railing of the patio. Um, there is a bed and a writing desk. There's a wash basin and a mirror, and there is a bistro table with a pair of chairs with a stab hole in it. Excuse me.
Bistro table. Ooh.
Yeah, it's like that size. I don't know what they would call it at the time. This is the word I've got. So, who's doing what in the room?
I think I want to just look through drawers and any casual effects of Mr. Perkins that he left out.
Yeah, I'll do
Okay.
the same for other bits of furniture.
I'm looking for any like paperwork or contract he had made written up, correspondence with people.
I'm looking for valuables.
Also, possibly how he knew my cousin was dead so quickly. Because he had to have known he was dead before he left. If he came from Raleigh, North Carolina,
I mean, it's possible. All right. So these are going to be intellect rolls. Eugene, what are you going to be doing?
Let's see, how's my... Oh, I was like, how's my investigation skills? We don't have those.
Right.
Um, I do have a high intellect, though.
All
What
right.
would I need to do to investigate?
Okay. So he left in a hurry. Um, so we're going to call this a difficulty 4. Um, if y'all have anything that you think would come in handy or that you would like to use and you feel like it has some kind of a bearing, let me know what that is so that I can figure out if it will decrease your difficulty.
I have
Nada
literally
from
nothing.
me.
All right?
I put all of my skills into being a teacher.
Honestly, good call. Um, Rachel, do you see anything on your sheet that would bring down the difficulty?
Most of my stuff has to do with dealing with other people. I
Okay.
do have the skill seeing through deception, but I think that's the closest.
Okay. Um, that one will count in this situation. So, um, yeah, Ben.
Would writing the skill writing count for trying to read some of the paperwork, if there is any?
If you want to focus on the paperwork and you want to try and go through it quickly, yes,
Then I will be
I would
doing
let you
that.
have that. Okay. Um, so it's going to be a difficulty 12, or not difficulty 12. Difficulty 3, which means you have to roll a 12 or better. Eugene, since you didn't give me anything, yours is still a difficulty 5, which means you have to roll a 15 or better. Remember, you take your edge from the... Do you take your edge from the difficulty or from the roll?
I thought you take it from the amount you have to spend on to get the bonus.
No, edge is a flat modifier. Wait, yeah, you... I'll figure it out. Right now, let's call it taking it from roll, and I'll review it later.
I'll
So
spend
we can...
3 intellect to reduce the difficulty by 1.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
Hey! Alright.
And my dice almost escaped.
I didn't need to do that.
Alright. And then Miss Agnes.
Yes, what would you like me to do?
Difficulty 12? Or beat a 12.
Alright.
You can spend points from your intellect pool.
I do not have my dice bag. Because I moved it because I went to a gaming convention, so I'm going to use the dice tray. I rolled a 10.
Alright. So... we're going to start with Gregory. Gregory, you find among the correspondences and legal papers the deed to the JP Steelworks. And it names a Samuel Porter as the current deed holder. The name before that was Carter Porter, and the name before that was Jebediah Porter. Which, if I remembered the names that I used last time we played, would be a name that you would recognize. Well, probably not Gregory, but the players. Next, we're going to go over to Eugene. Eugene, you find a Bible. King James, of course. We're in Tennessee. But whenever you open it up,
Bob is home.
Bobby's
Bob!
Twitch can't see it because the Zoom windows have been edited, but hello, Bob. He is just coming through the door. I think carrying a bottle of laundry detergent?
Or a bottle of Coke.
What color is Coke in your
What?
world?
I don't know. It looks black with a red label.
The,
It was
sh-
orange.
the shape, the blue like detergent cup thing, lid.
Do you
Look.
do you drink detergent, Alisai? Are you the reason for the Tide Pod debacle from years ago?
She's not
I
from
am-
Atlanta, so
Debical? Okay, hold up. Pause. First off, I will take credit for that. Second off, debacle? Is that how people pronounce it? I've always thought it was
Debacle.
called debacle. Thank you! Okay, so I'm not crazy.
I mean,
Okay. Don't come for me.
okay.
when you lay it out,
Just because I volunteered to run a game. Okay, yeah, that does qualify. Anyway.
what do we do? Either we say she's right, and we get to do it, but it makes it worse when we run games for her in the future.
My master plan. Which is more than I have right now. So, Eugene, you open it up. It is a very fine Bible, but very quickly you notice that even though it is a very thick book, the Bible part kind of stops.
Gun, 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 gun.
I thought about it, and then I was like, man, that is too much of a trope.
It feels like a riddle. When does a Bible stop being a Bible?
When it's a jar.
That doesn't even make sense. Ben.
Done. I'm
My
done.
wife laughed. I know my wife laughed.
I'm done. The game is over. I hope y'all enjoyed. This was Stolen Fires. Good night, y'all.
I mean, if you
me.
prefer, we could just take a break.
I want to get through this scene,
All right,
And
let's
then-
do it.
and then I can find my will to live again.
What's the secret phrase? Focus on?
Lock in.
Lock in.
Focus on.
It wasn't even that long ago.
It was not. What a debacle this has turned into.
Lock in.
Lock in.
Lock in.
I love how Everett's just like, things are happening right now.
Yeah.
We don't lock in swamp country.
Nah, he's all like, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Exactly.
We lock out to keep the gator out.
Okay, lock in.
It's
Boy,
funny
how
'cause
did
it's
my
true.
daddy will tell you a story about the gator?
So you quickly discover while you're looking through this that this is a few decades worth of books. Like expenses, income,
Oh.
wages. It doesn't use names, but you do notice like patterns of numbers.
Int-
And at a certain point, a few decades ago, the book skips just like several years. Before returning. Now, one of the things that happened after the mysterious disappearance of Jebediah Porter is somebody came in to take over the steel mill. And anybody that's lived there any length of time will see, so Eugene, you're old enough, that corresponds with that gap.
Eugene's gonna get kind of excited, and y'all need to. This is a ledger of some sort, and look, this blank spot corresponds with the.
You are cutting out. What did you say?
No. Uh, oh no, my internet connection is unstable.
Oh noes.
That's fine. We get every 5th frame of your facial expressions, and it's great. It's like whenever you pause on an action hero's jump.
I've honestly been like, man, Ever's really stoic tonight.
Right?
Uh, um, Eugene's gonna get really and show the. Uh,
Okay, why is
telling
this
them
the
it
part that the internet
corresponds.
cuts out?
I don't know.
Because
It's-
you're the DM, that's
It's the
why.
part that's
Right.
being
That's
perceived.
pivotal information.
Like, every single time he says what he's doing, the internet connection is just like, nah. Okay, so 5 words. First word.
We're only gonna
Open.
get like 2 trade clips.
It's the sign for show, and then book.
Oh, you're showing the book. I'm sorry, I don't speak sign language.
Okay.
Because nobody, it's sign. If anybody here was deaf, that would have been hilarious.
No, I get it.
Thank you.
But if someone was doing sign in a show and someone made a version of it for the blind, they would be narrating the sign, therefore speaking sign.
Fuck you. So Eugene holds out a Bible with the pages open for you to peruse.
Oh, a gift for the radio ministry. What a generous young man.
He holds it open. On the pages that are the books being balanced.
Well, who's doing banking in a Bible? That's just not right.
Now that I think about it, it kind of feels blasphemous for some reason.
I mean, you're not supposed to do anything involving interest, according to the Bible, so.
But, Miss Agnes.
Yes.
So this coincides almost perfectly with what you found about the steel mill.
All right, so there's a gap in payment.
There's a gap in the records, at least.
Okay.
And it's not like it had pages torn out, right?
Okay.
It just skips over dates.
Well, I will hand it to Mr. Buford. And ask if he remembers any particular time in which the steel mill just paused work and then started again, or anything like that.
I mean, for that, I'd have to go on some sort of folk knowledge, because I wasn't alive at the time.
Yeah, but you've got a better idea of knowing if that happened than I do.
I guess Eugene and I could make that roll. And Ever's internet is now perfect now that they don't have to talk.
Right, now that they're not telling us what they need to do. Yeah.
Ooh. I can solve this without rolling. Uh,
Uh,
can I use my seeker talent? It sounds like my defender talent, but explorer. I keep calling it seeker. Uh, where are you?
Next on Stolen Fires, Legend of the Seeker.
Okay, I would like to spend 2 points, intellect points to activate Know Thy Neighbor. I've invested
Okay.
myself in a community. I've lived there for a few months. I can learn things about it through a variety of methods. Sometimes contacts slip the information to you. Other times you're able to draw conclusions. You can ask the DM one question about the community and get a very short answer. So I would like to activate that to answer Rachel's question about the steel mill.
Okay. So kind of. Um, so the community after the disappearance of Jebediah Porter, the community kept the steel mill running and started. They didn't know what to do with the profits, so they kind of just kept it. Um, there is a story in the family that your grandfather was offered the profits, but he refused. And every time somebody mentioned it, you as a kid would notice that he went really quiet and somber. Um, and there's a small rumor around town that a lot of people know, but nobody likes to say out loud that Granddaddy Buford saved the town and only cost his soul.
Oh no.
I would like to thank the local town putting out, if that's your memory or whatever. Um, I will relay that to the group. Money is for the community. Granddaddy, I slipping too south. Granddaddy Buford uh, gave money to the town, kept the town going. Good person, good man. Never did anything wrong. Out of character, definitely didn't murder a man with a shovel. And now I have genetic memories of it. I'm gonna kill that guy with a shovel to echo history. Or am I
Going
gonna get
full,
killed with a shovel?
we're going full Assassin's Creed on this one. Um,
Full hitman.
Gonna get you a suitcase. Oh, but yeah. Um, and Miss Agnes, you rolled a 10 and needed a 12?
Yeah, so that's a no.
Yeah, that's a no. Um, but all right, are you keeping any of the things that you found?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
fuck him. Fuck him. He stabbed me.
Yeah, no, this will come in handy later anyway. Um, on your way out, um, Eugene, you notice somebody um standing in front of the wash basin, looking down into the water. and he doesn't have a reflection.
Vampire?
Uh,
Is he pale and pale white?
no. Well, he's pale, and he is white, but not a vampire.
You don't know
Um,
that. You don't know that.
I do know that. I'm the DM.
Eugene
I'm
doesn't know that.
God. Um, hello, people watching. I am humble. You recognize him from the schoolhouse.
Like, I know who this is, or just seen them before?
Um, it depends on how well you know the Buford family. I'll let you decide that. Um, damn, I was hoping to get somebody to drink up their nose. Um,
Sorry to disappoint.
you know what? I'm a millennial. I'm used to it.
Fair.
Um, but you do recognize him as at least one of the spirits from the schoolhouse. And he is looking right at that dresser that has that wash basin in it.
I'm gonna go back over to the wash basin and investigate.
All right. You should see Eugene walk over to the wash basin. Um, Eugene, when you do, yes, go ahead, Mr.
It,
Big Dad.
is Eugene the only one that can see the vampire?
Ghost slash spirit, not vampire, and yes, yes, he is. Um, when you get there, the spirit squats down and looks at the second drawer from the top. And when you go to grab the drawer pull, it is ice cold. And you pull it out, and there's a journal in there. The journal smells like smoke.
What kind of smoke?
Wood smoke?
I'm gonna flip through the journal and see if there's anything that pops out to me.
Nothing pops out, but there are a few gaps. You do see where pages were ripped out. Some of them all the way back to the binding.
I'm going to show this newfound treasure to my friends.
So one of you needs to add to your items the diary of Grandpa Buford.
I feel like that morally belongs with Gregory.
Why would that stop Miss Agnes?
Because it's not going to help her in her quest to build her radio ministry.
You
Okay.
know what will? You know what will help Miss Agnes though?
That Bible?
Not the same Bible, but you did bump into a piece of furniture and a book fell,
What?
and it is a Bible.
Okay, let's go flip through the pages.
There's a gun inside.
Gun, 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 gun.
Well, I don't like this being in a Bible.
You know what? I gave you fuckers what you wanted. Okay?
No, Agnes is saying that out loud as roleplay.
Okay. Cool. Cool. That's cool. Cool. I'm fine. I'm fine.
That is what
I'm fine.
that Agnes has opened a Bible and says, well, that doesn't belong in a Bible.
Depends on where you're at.
There's a lot of dirty stuff in the Bible. Oh my God, that's a gun.
I'm gonna check to see if it's loaded.
It is.
Well, I got off lucky then.
Right?
Well, I'm categorically against violence, but times are as needs must.
And with that, y'all head to your respective resting places. Where are you going?
My house?
Is Agnes
Schoolhouse.
going? Gregory's going to the
Oh
schoolhouse.
wait, first I would be taking Eugene to the old family homestead that I don't live in, but do maintain.
Eugene, you have been brought to the homestead. Um, you do notice that the homestead feels warm, but
That's
not like a
odd.
temperature warm. Like it feels like a family at Christmas. A family that you like on Christmas.
I like this. I like this.
Okay. And then Gregory, you go back to the schoolhouse?
That's right. After making sure Eugene has everything he could need.
All right. And with that, let's take a 10-minute break. Come back at, let's make it an even half past.
Okay.
So a 12-minute break.
Sounds good. We will see you
All right.
all in 12 minutes.
Bye.
Alright,
For
we're
to
clear.
12 minutes.
Woohoo!
All right. So anyway, yeah, that's why it's legal for me to be in France, but I can't actually enter France. Legally enter France. Anyway, welcome back, Prometheans, and thank you for joining us for the rest of Dry Creek Holler, Episode 4. I'm out of breath. I should drink water. Am I out of water? I am not. Before the break, Gregory drops Eugene off at a definitely not haunted house.
He's never seen any ghosts there.
I mean, that's legit. And we are going to pick up with Eugene. Eugene, Gregory has left you at the house. He's pointed out where the lamps are. He has prepped a bedroom for you. It's one of the smaller ones on the upper floor. As you walk around the house, of course, your footsteps echo, floorboards creak. This is an old house with where some of the wood has warped. It's got nothing for sound deadening. You know how it goes. And yeah, it's getting on into evening time. Is Eugene just going? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, just clarifying that this is after we've had a chance to go home and sleep.
This is right before the sleep part, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This will be included in your 10 hours rest.
Carry on.
So Eugene, what are you doing to prep for bed, or are you just going straight for bed?
Washing the face and hands, and putting on some more bed-appropriate clothing.
All right. You do hear the thump of footsteps.
Gregory, I thought you...
And of course, this is when the internet goes by. When you call out Gregory's name, the footsteps stop. And then they start back up.
I'm gonna investigate.
All right. You see the back of a figure going down the stairs. Down at the other end of the hallway.
I will follow.
Right. Are you following with some kind of light, or are you just going to follow?
Oh, I'm sure there's a lamp somewhere. So I'll grab it and go.
Alright. You make your way down the hallway, and as you step, there's not only the thunks, but there's the creak of the wood. And you make your way down the stairs, and there's not just the thumps, but there's the creak as you step. And you get to the bottom, and you see that the fireplace is lit, but there ain't any light coming out of it. It's not even warm. It's like a memory of a fire that was. And in front of it, you see a man standing. Shoulders that look like they're used to being held up and proud, bowed over. Like they're carrying the weight of the world. You can make out a bottle in the hand as the figure just slumps over and lays its arm on the mantelpiece. Then rests its head down to stare at the fire.
Hello?
Slowly, he just turns around to look at you. And it is the exact same man that you saw up at the hotel room.
Thank you for helping me find that journal.
He looks at you for a moment and he kind of gives a weak smile. Yeah. I wish I'd done it to help, but turns out I was a selfish man. I did it for what's left of the boys. Girls. I reckon the kids are always left to clean up our messes. He smashes the bottle of whatever he was drinking into the fireplace. And the fire explodes out. I want you to make me an intelligence roll, or intellect roll. This is going to be a difficulty 6, and if you have anything for the supernatural that might help,
am I like, well, I guess with intellect I'm not dodging this. I don't
well,
think I have anything.
you're going to defend from it however you see fit. This is going to affect your mind. So it could be that you're dodging it, it could be that you're weathering it. It could be that you are accepting it and letting it go past. Whatever protecting yourself from this looks like.
Probably putting up my arms. Shielding.
All right. So give me a roll. Beat a 15.
I do not beat a 15 with a 10.
All right. So the fire burns the house away around you, and you are left in a clearing. There's a group of men, about 3 of them, arguing with each other. Make a roll for using magic. So I'm going to call this difficulty 2 because you have the using magic or skill.
So when I didn't need it, I'd roll a 19.
Actually, that does a lot. The clearing comes perfectly into view. You no longer see it, but you feel the sun of the day on your skin. The grass of the meadow in your fingertips. And you can hear the 3 men. One of them is arguing that what they're talking about doing is wrong. It's murder. The other one is arguing that it's justice. That this man will only ever prioritize his money over our folk. And we gotta get rid of him. And there, standing between the two of them, is the exact same man that you saw standing over the fire. Pappy Buford. Grandpa Buford, I keep changing his title.
I believe the first time you said granddaddy.
Granddaddy Buford. Thank you. You hear a twig snap behind you and you turn around. And there's a man running. He is in a very expensive suit. But there's blood just gushing off of him. And there is a stone-faced man walking toward him. Granddaddy Buford, rifle in hand. Telling him that everything ends today. This is the last time that his home and the Holler is going to be in danger because of him. And he says that he's willing to pay the price to make sure his boys don't. And he takes up his gun. And he points it square at the man who's looking at him defiantly. Not so much angry, but certain that whatever happens, he will come out on top. And you see him dig his hands under the dirt and say a few words before the shot rings out. Behind you, you hear the creak of wood. And you see dead vines growing up to start choking out a copse of trees. And back in the distance, you see the steel mill. And the wind blows. And you look around the dark family house. And it doesn't feel like home anymore. It feels like regret. does Eugene do?
Damn. Um. Well, the ghost is gone.
You don't see anything. Just the house. The moonlight shining through.
Well, I reckon there's nothing more he can do. So he's gonna head back upstairs and put the lamp back where he got it, and maybe put a little protection around the bed
Alright. Roll for
before he
your
goes to sleep.
Alright, make a roll for your use magic.
Ah, man,
What'd you get?
that's a 9.
Alright, so something would have to beat a difficulty of 5. Who's next? Miss Agnes.
Mahaha.
um, you are washing up, getting ready for bed. What's Miss Agnes's preferred method of gambling again?
Of gambling? Well,
Yeah.
honey, I'm sure she's given that up since deciding to start her radio ministry. But if I had to choose, well, I suppose the game of Texas Hold'em is about skill as much as it is chance, so it doesn't count.
All right. Just pull this up really quick. So your cards are currently loose on the table,
Mm-hmm.
and a wind blows through. And what drops down face up is the Ace of Diamonds, the Ace of Clubs,
Don't say eight, don't say eight.
the Three of Hearts, and the Ten of Diamonds.
Oh, thank God there's no eight.
Oh, right. And the Eight of Spades.
Ah. Aces and eights. This is a bad omen. I fold.
I encourage you to write that down, and somebody who wants to can look those up. I literally just did.
Look them up in what context?
Like fortune telling.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that aces and eights was the hand that Wild Bill was playing when he died, and so it's a bad omen ever since.
Oh, hey. Neat.
Called the dead man's hand.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
good luck, Miss
totally
Agnes.
apocryphal, but, you know.
Why aces and eights is a turn.
Yeah. Good luck, Miss Agnes.
I fold. I have 2 aces, but I fold.
And lastly, we get to Gregory.
That's me. Nothing ever bad
That's
happens
you.
to Gregory.
Um, Gammy Bolden is actually waiting for you.
Fuck.
Boy, you gonna be all right?
Yeah, Eugene did something with my hand. I'll be just fine.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I was too busy with the kids. They were
Nothing
real
you could have
worried.
done anyway.
Well, I got my ways.
Huge fellas they were.
Well, you get them, you kick them in the right box, and well, I mean, they ain't got boxes. Like,
Damn.
anyways, that ain't polite words.
Damn.
But you kick them in the right place, and they go down just like everybody else.
I don't know if the one feller has the right place. I think he was made in a factory somewhere.
Which in the gorilla-looking fella?
Yes.
Yeah, but they made him out of hate. But what'd you find out?
Well, found that this here deed, linking back to Jebediah Porter. Looks like we found a ledger of factory earnings that lines up with. Yeah, it's the factory. We're pretty sure.
Did I see that?
Of course.
So she starts looking everything over. Gregory,
Yes.
you you draw the line between these two, and man, I assume this came from the man that gave you that little poke in your hand, right?
Came from is a good way to describe it.
You you draw a line between them at all?
What do you mean? Like,
Well,
do you think Mr. Perkins' name is actually Mr. Porter?
I mean, it ain't unheard of. Be lazy as hell, but it ain't unheard of.
Who would do such a thing?
I don't know, somebody that wasn't ready for this. It's my guess.
That'd be like saying somebody was fed some poisocaine.
Or they came up with the name of Hom Tanks. How's that boy doing?
He ain't right.
No, he never has been. Who names their kid Homium?
You know her.
Yeah. Anyways,
She used to just eat lemons with the rind and all.
yeah, she did. Anyways. Do you think he knows something about his pappy?
Probably he did stab me as soon as we were alone. Like immediately.
No.
There was a surprising little amount of conversation before he stabbed me and uttered something cruel that I do not recall from the heat of the moment.
Oh, hell, son. They know where he's at? Do you need me to stay with you in case he comes back, or?
Nah, he won't be coming back. He already been chased off. He won't come back. Not tonight, anyway.
Alright, well.
He slugged the sheriff pretty good.
Yeah, I heard. Him or the gorilla got that man's shoulder out of whack. Alright. You get you some good sleep, and, well, I guess you're you're going to have to deal with them.
Yeah, they're gonna have to deal with me.
Right, bookworm. I'm sure they're shaking.
Yeah, they would be if they were smart.
Nobody ever accused the rich of that.
Have
All
a
right.
good night, Gammy.
You too. And she steps out into the dark and doesn't light a thing.
As he goes inside, he's gonna grab his wood cutting axe from the side of the schoolhouse. And just bring it on inside. Put it next to his bed.
No blame.
It probably won't do anything against the large man, but it's a safety blanket.
And out in the woods, a man shows up in a summer suit with a bloody handkerchief. I know you know whose blood this is. And I know you know who I am. Why don't you come with me a spell? See what we can get on the fine folk of this holler and get rid of the last of your killer's kin. Vines grow from the tree and start to center in on him. And with all the confidence of a man that's never been denied a damn thing in his life, he holds the handkerchief back and he steps back. We're going where I want to go. And he turns toward the still mill. And he just starts walking. That has been episode 4 of Oh Gods of Appalachia, Dry Creek Holler.
Hooray!
That was an excellent cliffhanger.
I'm trying, you know. Hopefully I'll remember it by next week. I have been your storyteller, Alice. I will do the final sign-off. So with that, players, give the people your name, give the people your pronouns, give the people where they can find you.
Are the people like the Fae?
No, you
No.
can keep your pronouns after you give them.
Yeah, you'll be fine. The only one here that might be that problem is Ever. Yes, you did, Hobby ADHD, but we do have a YouTube channel. And by we, I mean Rachel.
Hello, Hobby ADHD. You are in good company here. I don't know if it's my turn, but I feel like I got called on, so I'm going to say stuff anyway. Hi,
Yeah,
I'm
go for it.
Rachel. Welcome to my channel. I am Stolen Fires here and elsewhere on the internet. Nowadays, you can find back issues, episodes of this game and other games on the Stolen Fires YouTube channel. You can also see me post about RPGs, my garden, and my cat on Blue Sky, also at Stolen Fires. I do have some plans, tentative plans, to have some more content up here, probably of the changeling variety. So watch this space for news about that. We've also got a Discord. It's a great place. Come hang out.
Can we get that link? That's something.
I can get that link.
Yeah.
While Ben and Ever introduce themselves.
Speaking of Ben and Ever, Ben,
I'm still in the middle. Okay,
Oh.
hi. I'm Ben.
do you want to be at the end? Because
I'm already on the roll.
Okay, yeah, no,
Ben.
go for it. You know what? Knock yourself out.
With Big Dad or Big Dad Industries. I also have a channel that I don't post on, unlike Rachel. I don't know. You can check it out. Maybe I'll do something again when I feel like it. Listen, I'm a little 5-year-old. It takes a lot out of you. You can find me here doing this. Uh, Send me weird emails if you want. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me.
Talk to him about how much you hate his take on Warhammer 40k.
Oh, well, part of Warhammer 40k.
Any part.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
Next is Everbros. Emfer?
You can call me Ever or Ambrose. I will respond to either name. Just don't call me mean names, because then you get punched. You can find me on the internet as Am Changeling, and my pronouns are he or they. So enjoy. Toss them around willy nilly. I don't care. Yeah, I've enjoyed playing Eugene Miller for you this evening. That was pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
And I am Alisai. You can find me on Blue Sky as Alisai. I do not exist elsewhere on the internet except for Discord, where you can find me as Alisai. And if you do find me elsewhere on the internet, I will be right behind you, eating all of your sandwiches. Every last one. You will have no sandwich left. As for your concerns, hobby ADHD, I just arrived at the end, and I've been running this for 2 hours. I think I was more competent last episode than this episode with the rule set. So, hey, I kind of know what I'm doing.
I mean,
The
we
YouTube
had
channel.
one roll this session.
I rolled once. I think you rolled once.
We
Let's
had a
do a
couple of
search
rolls
check.
this session.
The trick is to use rules as little as possible.
That's how you trick people into thinking you know what you're doing. If you look for us on YouTube, it's Stolen Fire. The S is not at the end. And yeah, join our Discord. We are cool. We're okay.
We're adequate.
We're fine. We do a lot of different game systems. Like, you'll find people doing Powered by the Apocalypse and Blades and Storyteller and Wrath and Glory, and you'll find a lot of different game systems.
I think 3 of those 4 game systems have never been played on this channel.
Yeah, we have not played Wrath and Glory.
Definitely haven't played Blades in the Dark.
No.
And I don't think there's been a Oh no, wait. Maybe Aaron did of Powered by the Apocalypse game.
So anyway, thank you all for coming. And I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your night, fellow
All right.
Prometheans.
Good
Gonna make
night,
this a thing
everybody.
for the channel.